morning, people. Fantastic day out for the middle of September. Oh. I'm gonna do shit to my cat. Today I'm going to talk about supplements. Have you ever given your cat these cat treats called Temptations? I swear there's something very addictive in them. Say hello to, this is Atreus. He's my son's lizard. Thought I'd bring him out to get some vitamin D today. Because vitamin D is important, and if you live in the north, you probably gotta take a supplement. So, today's topic is supplements, and should you be taking them, or shouldn't you be taking them? A lot of people disagree. They'll say you're just wasting your money. If you're eating healthy, you probably are. But there's certain vitamins that you just can't get enough of. Magnesium being one of them. Most people are deficient. There's not enough magnesium in the dirt that farmers grow in. It gets used up, and I don't think it gets replaced very well. And just the way the farming techniques are nowadays. See, my cat's so addicted, he needs more. Here, this is all you get. Jeez, what's in that stuff? Maybe I should try it myself. Anyway, today I want to talk about the difference in vitamins, whether you need them or whether you don't. Pick your vitamins wisely, because sometimes you don't need them. You are just wasting your money. It's just being flushed right through your system. Your body doesn't use it, so it gets rid of it. Vitamin C you get in a lot of things, and if you eat healthy, you probably don't need to supplement for it. Vitamin D, if you live in the north, you do need to supplement for it. Or if you're indoors a lot. A lot of people work indoors. A lot of people are indoors. We don't stay outside as much as we used to. So even if you're living down by the equator, you might still need vitamin D. It's a good idea to go to your doctor and get checked out and see what you're deficient in, and then buy those vitamins. Go on. He's gonna jump. That's it. You're not getting any more. Oh, he's pawing at the container. Come on. He's gonna sucker me in because I get suckered in. I like my cat, so come on. This is it. This is it. That's all I'm giving you. God dang, cat. The lizard behaves himself better than you do. Hey, where you going? Oh, maybe I should have left the pets in the house. Hey, don't go that way. Ah! Ugh. Say hello. This is Atreus. Harmless. He's a good little pet. He probably enjoys it being out here. But like I was saying, magnesium, everybody is deficient. Not everybody, about 80% of the people. And it does like 300 different things. So it's important to get magnesium. Buy your supplements. You can't lose out. You can't hurt yourself. You can't overdose. Now there's a dozen different kinds of magnesium out there. So watch what you buy. Look up, research what you need. Some benefit other parts of the body more than others. What I find is magnesium glycinate is easily absorbed into the body, and if you're looking price-wise for something that also is pretty good for being absorbed, is magnesium citrate. It doesn't cost too much, and it still does the job. Magnesium oxide, that's just cheap. I think it comes straight from rock. and it gives you a lot of trips to the bathroom if you take too much. So I don't even bother with the oxide. The other thing I wanted to talk about today was I haven't been making too many videos of my hiking. You're not getting any more. Go away. So I thought I'd just sit here and make some videos sitting right on my patio. Ah, that lizard. Where are you going now? Oh, guys, I'm gonna have to put him away. Excuse me just for a minute. Come on. All right. Get the pets out of the way so I can have a conversation. So my AFIB has been kicking in, and it was good. I had an ablation that lasted over 2 years, 2.5 years. One thing about AFIB is, I know nobody wants to hear this, but there is no cure for AFIB. Just manageability. And the best way to manage it is usually through an ablation, because it'll give you years of symptom-free AFIB. And at some point you might need a second one. You might need even a third one. This time around I'm going for my fourth one. But my cardiologist, electrophysiologist guy, he tells me that, and he told me this just about every time I've gotten an ablation, that the heart is pretty good at healing itself in this way. So it finds a way around these scar tissues that go in the inside of the heart to block the signals. And that's what's happened again. The heart kind of found a way of healing, and it's short-circuiting again, to the point where in the beginning I was just missing a beat here and there, and then it got worse and worse until I found myself hiking in the middle of the bush and my heart rate go up to 180 beats a minute, and I'm still a kilometer or two away from a parking lot where I can call my wife and come pick me up. And of course that raises your anxiety level like crazy, because you're in the middle of nowhere. You don't know. You walk real slow because you're trying not to get that heart rate up any higher than it already is. AFib's a horrible thing. Don't like it at all. But I used to take this taurine, and I took it before when I already had my ablation, so I was just taking it for the benefits of it, because there's a lot of benefits to taurine. It helps with heart function. It's an amino acid. It again helps with hundreds of different functions of the body. And as you get older, your body stops producing it like it used to. When you're young, it produces it. When you get older, you might need a supplement. Now, not that I'm pushing brands, but this taurine is 1,000 milligrams in one pill. I started taking it 3 days ago, and I just realized yesterday that it started to actually work. My AFib was kicking in and out every 5-10 minutes, and it started to get to the point where it was kicking in more than out. So I was suffering with an irregular heartbeat all day, basically. And I don't want to jump the gun here, but this taurine seems to be doing the job. Not that I'm going to get rid of my AFib, but it's working to hold back the AFib for hours at a time through the day now. The other thing about AFib is everybody experiences it differently. Everybody's different. Some things work for some people, some things don't work for other people, you know what I mean? But the thing about it is that some people can have it and not even know they have it. Their symptoms aren't there. They don't feel it. Some people have a light version of AFib, and some people have a heavy burden of AFib where it feels like your heart just wants to come out of your chest. To me, I describe it 3 ways to my wife. Sometimes when it's light, I say that there's a couple mice fighting in my chest. When I say it's rats fighting in my chest, it's worse, and when it's at its worst, I say there's rabbits fighting in my chest, and they're just kicking the crap at each other. Feels like my heart wants to come out of my chest. I can't breathe properly. It's anxiety goes up. I go hit the bed, lay down, try to relax, try to get rid of it. Haven't had a whole lot of luck today, or not today, but lately. Except for the taurine seems to be working, and that will be great. So I thought I'd talk about supplements today, because sometimes supplements are absolutely necessary. I like to take magnesium. I like to take this taurate. There's also a magnesium this is taurate, right? Taurine. Sorry, taurine. There is a taurate, which is pretty well the same thing. If you go online, you'll find some that is magnesium taurate, which is basically the two of them mixed together, which is great for the heart function and great for many other things. But they charge a bit much for it. It's kind of expensive. So I buy the taurine, and I get magnesium citrate. I got 150 milligrams of high absorption magnesium, and the two of them seem to be working quite well. I don't want to blow it. A couple days maybe I'll find out differently, but I have belonged to AFIB groups, and I have talked to many people, and a lot of people think that this works for them. They've had a lot of success with it. So this time around I'm using it, and I have AFIB, and it seems to be having some success. My heartbeat is in a good rhythm. I can show you what I've been doing. Yesterday was pretty good, but the other day I had 107 hearts all over the place. 127 hearts all over the place. Yesterday it was a little bit out of whack, but 61, not too bad. But then I started getting these kind of readings, and for the last 2 days I've been getting nice, even rhythm. The other thing I forgot to mention is that I actually went to the hospital. I had to call an ambulance 3 days ago. My heart rate went crazy. My blood pressure went sky high. Went like 160 over 109. That bottom number you do not want over 100 very far. A little bit, yeah, 109. Yeah, that's hard on the heart. So anyway, I had to call an ambulance. They came and got me, took me to the hospital, and they seen what I was going through. But then it started to straighten out, and ever since that point, it seemed like the taurine kicked in, and I've been having good luck since then. But before that, every single day, every few minutes, in and out, in and out. It's so annoying. So I take vitamins, and I eat healthy, and I walk and exercise. That's important. Walking and exercising when you got AFib is, sometimes you can come out of AFib if you walk, but don't do it if your heartbeat is already at 150, 60 beats a minute. Wait till that calms down, then walk. But the walking absolutely helps. That's why I go hiking. I love hiking, and it helps. So the other vitamins I take that I find very important is turmeric. Now you can get the powdered stuff, the spice, and you can put it on. It takes like a teaspoon to get, I think, 250 milligrams, which is what you pretty well need per day at least. So you got to take quite a bit of it. And if you can't do that, then buy a supplement. These ones here are I think they're 500 milligrams per pill, and it's the curcumin in it that has all the benefits. It's pretty good, keeps the blood thin. Now if you're on AFib, I'm a little bit messed up today because it's still early. But not if you're on AFIB. If you have AFIB, then taurine is okay to take. I was worried about people, not people, but in general, if you take it, it's a blood thinner. And if you're on a blood thinner, you probably shouldn't take it. And if you Google it, everything on Google will tell you not to take it. Same with garlic. That's another thing I like to eat just about every day. And if you cook it just a little bit, 30 seconds, you won't go to work smelling like garlic. But if you cook it too much, you're going to lose out on your benefits of garlic. It's also a blood thinner. And the thing about that is that now you're taking turmeric, you're taking garlic, and you're taking Eliquis or Xarelto or warfarin, and it's a risk, I suppose, because you don't want to thin the blood too much. Pharmacy guy said it's okay. He says just watch for bruising in your hands and arms, and if that happens, then cut back. My doctor, I asked him, he said sure. He said he can't see no problem with that. He says, but ask the pharmacy. So the doctor agreed with it. The pharmacy agreed with it. So now I'm taking turmeric and garlic again, because the benefits of those two things are huge. Now there's certain things that are just a massive amount of benefits to it. There's like some super vitamins out there, superfoods, super vitamins. Look for those things. Incorporate them into your diet. You'll feel better. You'll feel younger. Your body can heal itself when it gets hurt or anything happens. You know, your immune system's important, so you gotta get those white cells up. Eat lots of vegetables. Eat a little fruit. Eat your meats. I know there's vegetarians out there, and that's fine. You get your proteins from your beans and whatever. Sometimes I'll switch over to just an all vegetable diet for a while, just because it's definitely healthy for you. But I need meat too. I need a lot of protein. I'm a big guy, I need protein. So I also take protein shakes with a banana in it, because potassium for me is good for the heart, good for keeping your heart in rhythm. Oh, neighbor's making noise. But take the taurine, take the turmeric, take the magnesium. I take vitamin B100, the complex, just because it helps metabolize food. At the moment, I'm trying to lose weight, and I'm stuck at a certain number, and it won't budge. I did good. I lost about 15-20 pounds, and now I am stuck at this one weight, and it sucks, because it can help with AFIB and, of course, all kinds of other health problems. Being overweight is a huge problem in this country. A lot of overweight people, and it's hard on your health. All kinds of problems. Anyway, I just thought I would throw that out there today. I'm sitting out here on my patio enjoying the sunshine. Like I said, soaking up vitamin D, because that's an important one too. If you take vitamin D, take it with a meal, something fatty. That way it gets absorbed. There's certain vitamins that are water soluble, certain vitamins are fat soluble. So make sure you're paying attention to that too. Otherwise, again, you'll be wasting your money. And a little fun tip for you. Vitamin D is not a vitamin. It's a hormone. We call it a vitamin, but it's a hormone supplement. It also has all kinds of benefits. So look it up. Maybe I'll leave some information in the description below. Ask me questions. If you have ideas, let me know. If you disagree, let me know. If you agree, let me know. Either way, let me know. The thing about vitamins is that it's a billion-dollar industry. And a lot of people are spending a lot of money on these things, and they don't have to. If you get your vitamins from food, nature has already designed it to maximize the amount of absorption and the amount of good stuff that you get out of food. Say you eat an apple. Now, an apple's got vitamin C and it's got all kinds of other benefits to it, but all of those things complement each other. They work together, so you're getting a better deal. When you take vitamins, you're just getting that vitamin. If you take vitamin C, you're only getting vitamin C. Take vitamin D, you're only getting vitamin D. If you take, any of them, you're only getting what's in that bottle. But when you take it from food, everything complements everything else, and it works so much better. So eat healthy, go hiking, try to keep a positive mind. Lately, my mind has been in a very negative and crappy place because my AFIB is back and I'm not happy about it, and it really shuts me down. I hate this AFIB crap, but there's nothing I can do about it but do what I can, get the ablation, get back on track. And after the ablation, you got to take care of yourself too. There's a lot of things you get. The problem with getting all fixed up is that you feel comfortable about it again, and then you start doing things. Like, I've quit drinking. I used to smoke pot months, it's probably a year, maybe even 2 years ago. And I've quit all that. The alcohol, you got to find other things to do to occupy your time and have your fun. Alcohol is not the only way of having fun. It causes a lot of problems, and as you get older, you just kind of find all of your energy and all of your fun times in a bottle of beer. For me, it's vodka. I love drinking vodka. I'll drink it with Diet Pop, which is another thing a lot of people disagree with. But sugar is just as poisonous as damn aspartame or whatever. If you have a little bit of sugar, it's okay, but too much sugar is absolutely not good for you. So you need very, very little to get your glucose levels up, because your brain runs on sugar. Well, glucose, not really sugar, but and a lot of other benefits. People say you don't need sugar. Well, tell that to a diabetic, because he's got to balance his sugar. He or she has to balance the sugar, and you can have low sugar and just about feel like you're going to pass out. So what's up with that? If you can have no sugar and do okay, it doesn't work for diabetic people, does it? So that's proof in the pudding that you do need some. Get it from fruit, not fruit juice. Fruit juice is as bad as pop. Sure, you get a few vitamins out of it, but the thing about sugar is that you need to slow it down. When you eat fruit, you're also getting the fiber. The fiber binds up the sugar, and it slows down the process of it. So your pancreas isn't doing overtime on liquid sugar like pop, juice. So if you need to have some sugar, make sure it's something with fiber. The fiber will slow the whole process down. Your glucose levels will last longer throughout the day, and you'll feel better. Sometimes I used to tell my friend, he was diabetic, and I used to tell him, if you want to have a chocolate bar, drink a glass of Metamucil first, because the psyllium fiber will slow down the process of the sugar being absorbed into the body, and your sugar levels shouldn't spike. He never did check his sugar levels. I don't know if that ever worked for him, but it was an idea I had. I figured, why not? Doesn't it sound like it would work? Or eat fruit, apples, bananas, oranges, anything. Get some fiber. Fiber is important. Another thing, don't take fiber supplements or anything just before your vitamins, because again, it gets caught up in the fiber, and it slows down the process of digesting certain vitamins, and you might not get what you need, or it just won't get absorbed properly. So some things take with food, other things take all on their own. And if you're taking medication, watch that fiber. If you take Metamucil, don't take it at the same time as you take your prescriptions, because then you're not getting the right amount of the drug. It's getting caught up in the fiber. I don't know if people think about these things, but you need to take your drugs, half hour later, take the fiber. 45 minutes, whatever. And there's lots of things that doctors just don't tell you. They don't spend the time to tell you. So that's about it. If you're going to take your vitamins, make sure you need them. If you already eat healthy, you probably are wasting your money. Except for a couple that it doesn't matter if you eat or not, you think you're getting a lot. They'll tell you, oh, eat your vegetables, you'll get this and that, and you're getting lots of magnesium. You won't get magnesium. Farmers deplete the land until there's hardly anything left, and then they only replace what's necessary to make sure that the food grows. But now the food has got less magnesium and certain other vitamins, I'm sure. The food we grow just isn't as healthy as it used to be. It's not nutritious like it used to be. A lot of things is just added to stuff, like when they make bread. You take white bread, it's called enriched flour. You know why? Because they pull all the good stuff out, and then when they put it all back together, they add artificial vitamins and minerals to it. I don't know why they do that. I'll have to look that up one of these days. But so bread is not good for you. And along with all the processed food, don't eat processed food. Canned food, packaged food, frozen food. I know it's really easy. You don't have to make a mess. You don't have to cook it. It doesn't take any time. It's very convenient. But if you don't work at something, it's probably not worth doing. It's you need to take care of yourself. You need to walk. People don't want to exercise until they get into it. And then they start to enjoy it, and then they do want to do it. Next thing you know, you belong to a gym and you're enjoying your life. You're full of energy and you feel good because you're working out. But for the first while, it takes quite a bit to get that motivation going. But don't give up. Just go. Take care of yourself. You'll appreciate it later. You don't want to get older and just fall apart. A lot of people like, oh, you know what? I'm just going to drink and smoke cigarettes and party and have a good time until I'm gone. Well, I've got some news for you. You don't just go. You can party and do whatever you want, but you're going to find yourself at the end of the road, broken, sore, in pain, arthritis, headaches, can't sleep, all kinds of problems that you're just going to suffer through. You're not just going to party and then croak one day. They got ways of keeping you around for a while. And it's good. But hopefully you never have to get to that point where you're taking, 7 or 8, 9, 12 different prescriptions just to maintain life. Didn't have to get to that point. I'm talking about all you young people. I'm 55. There's a lot of things I regret doing when I was younger. Don't get to that point. Find ways of enjoying life without the drugs and alcohol. I know it's enjoyable. I've been there. Had a lot of fun, but I probably wouldn't have this AFIB if it wasn't for the fact that I didn't enjoy myself when I was younger. Now it's a pain. Now I can't really drink even if I wanted to. Can't smoke pot if I want to. There's a lot of things. I can't go hiking. I love hiking, and I can't go hiking right now because of this AFIB. I can't trust myself. I don't want to get stuck in the middle of the bush, a couple miles away from getting out. I'm going to end up croaking right there, and nobody's going to find me because I'm on some strange path. I'll be dug up in the next summer after the winter thaws. Winter falls. Stupid. Still waking up. Coffee's not kicking in fast enough. That's another thing. Drink coffee, drink it black. Don't put sugar and cream in it. Coffee has some benefits if you have 1 cup, 2 cups. I think I'm blah, blah. My voice is getting all messed up here. But coffee has its benefits, and it has its downfall too. Really, I'd give up the coffee if it wasn't my only and last thing I could do that's a little bit enjoyable. That's the other thing. You don't take care of yourself, you fall apart, and you get depressed because now you can't do the things you used to do. All your fun is gone. Don't let life get to that point. Take care of yourself. Hang out with your friends and your family. You don't need to drink to do it. Me, I got grandkids, so I'm still enjoying playing with the kids. I'm a grandpa now. Got 5 grandkids. I always wanted to be able to run and chase them, and at the moment I can't run and chase them, but you wait till I get that ablation done. Everything will work out a-okay. I'll keep taking my super vitamins and eating my superfoods because it doesn't hurt. Why not, right? Whether you believe it or not, it's good for you. Nature has designed us in a certain way to eat certain things, and we've just messed that up. So, the human race is kind of, we're the smartest creatures on the planet, but we're not as smart as we really think we are. We make a lot of mistakes, and for profit, we harm others. Whether it's food, resources, the wars that are going on right now, all really, it's not necessary. And it's usually the governments. Yes, the people. Nobody wants to go to war. But the governments, they want something. They want your oil. They want your resources. They want whatever you got. Not that I mean to bum you out and get off track here, but that's it. I want everybody to enjoy their life. Now, I like it if you subscribed. Turn on your notifications. Pay attention. Join the group. But you don't have to. I'm not here to make money. I'm here to just talk to people. Give ideas. I've read a lot. I've done a lot. I've always been a bit of a health nut. Even though I'm overweight, I don't always do the right things. Discipline is something that you have to learn to do. You just be disciplined with yourself, otherwise you lose the battle. So I am working on that, and it's not always easy. My social life has gone way down just because my party life has gone way down. It's nice to have the memories, but I should have done it all with a whole lot less drinking, a whole lot less weed. Now I'm afraid that in Canada we have weed stores on every 3rd or 4th block, it seems. And now everybody's buying weed up like crazy. The problem is that they smoke so much that they become, the body gets used to it, and then they have to increase the THC, so they buy more. Some of that stuff gets up to 40%, and now people are going to become chronic. And when you become chronic, you spend a lot more, and you just eat the wrong foods because now you get the munchies. You stop exercising because now you don't have the motivation you used to have. There's a lot of negative things. Everything runs on a yin and yang system. There's some good things, there's some bad things, but that's life. It's always been that way. Moderation. Everything should be in moderation, but we don't have the discipline to do it. We overindulge in everything we do. Unfortunately, in the end, you become 40, 50 years old, that stuff catches up with you. You think you're invincible when you're younger, because you feel invincible. But that's not what happens. You're not invincible, and it will catch up. I'm watching everybody fall apart now that we're all older. I am glad that I'm a bit of a health nut, because over the last 10, 15, maybe even 20 years now, I've been reading and watching videos and learning and studying, trying to separate the bullshit from the truth, because on the internet, that's not easy to do. There's a lot of fake shit on the internet. It's hard to tell what is true and what is not. So find doctors that, you know, have experienced this stuff. Find other people that have experienced this stuff. When it comes to your health, find the proper information. Don't listen to a guy that listened to a guy that listened to a guy, and now the message is 3-4 times down the road. What I like to do is I like to watch videos of doctors, especially people that have experienced it and are knowledged, and they ask for nothing. They're not selling you a book. They're not selling you their supplements. Those are the people that are really trying to help, because they're not selling you anything. I'm not selling you anything. I'm not even trying to sell you on subscribing to my channel. But it's helpful if you do. And as we go along, I will try to help anybody I can when it comes to your health. I have a lot of answers jammed in my head. I have questions I've always had. My mind is super curious, so I'm always trying to figure out things. Sometimes I may overthink things, but I don't think that's a bad thing. I think when you think, you should be thinking. Nobody thinks anymore. You spend 2 minutes on the couch with nothing to do, you're on your phone. So you're not thinking. Back in the day, there used to be times where you could just sit, have a coffee, listen to the birds on your patio like I do, and think to yourself. Think about the world. Think about your friends and your family. Think about things. You need to think sometimes. But we don't do enough thinking. All our information comes from everything else. The internet, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. And there's so many people believing what they see on there. Do not believe what social media has to say. Every time you click, somebody's making money. It is just click. Back in my day, we used to call it clickbait. People don't even know what that is now. They just click on everything. So you end up becoming depressed and anxious, and you have mental issues because the internet has actually caused that problem. So it's not just your physical health, there's mental health involved. And I want to get in on all that too. Winter's coming, which sucks. So even after I get all fixed up, unless I grab a pair of snowshoes, I don't think I'll be doing any hiking. But I'd like to get my channel going here. Find a place to do it, because I'm not sitting out here in the winter. And I want to talk about health. Sometimes I drive people crazy about talking about health. My friends going, hey, they hate it. I always talk about health. They're like, oh, Jesus, give it a break for a while. They don't want to hear it. But if I have a channel like this, the people that are watching it do want to hear it. They're interested. So at least I have you guys to talk to. And if you get tired of hearing me, you can just click me off. And that's fine. But I have a lot of information that I'd love to share with people. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a, specialize in anything except for the fact I love to learn about life. And it's like not just health, but that's my main thing is health. Mental awareness, health. But I'm amazed at how everything in this world works. How a tree grows from a tiny seed. How small the earth is, floating around in space. Like a bubble. We're so just fragile. All these things are so amazing to me, and I hope I never lose that ability to be amazed. Because there are things in this world that are just absolutely, you could say it's a miracle, but I'm not religious. But it's really, really, really amazing. It's hard not to believe in a God when there, we're all here and we balance our life on so many things. One thing goes wrong and we're going to lose it all. The sun just misses a little bit. You know, maybe it goes out of orbit a little bit. The moon, if we didn't have that, we'd be messed up. You know, there's the change of seasons, the way animals evolve and people evolve, and through the evolution of time, and the way the volcanoes are horrible, but without them we wouldn't have an atmosphere. And you know, you go on and on and on and on, and it's just absolutely amazing that it all coordinates together to make life. And that stuff is really amazing. I use amazing enough? But it is. So, I suppose I should let you go. I just kind of rambled on today. I didn't know what else to do. I enjoy sitting out here in the sun, but I don't want to sit out here and think to myself all day. So I'll think and talk, and I figured I'd get on the subject of some of these vitamins. So if you suffer from any kind of heart arrhythmia, now I'm not going to push products, but this particular one here was $22, and I get 100 capsules. Now they're 1,000 milligrams. I take 3 of them in a day. Every time I take one of those, I take a magnesium to complement the taurine, because the two of them work together very well. They even combine them if you buy them online. Funny thing is, I can't find magnesium taurate in my city at all. I live in a city with about 100,000 people, and even our health store doesn't have magnesium taurate. They were willing to order it for me, but they were going to charge me about $20 more. I figured I'll just order it myself. Then I found out that if I get these and those separately, it still costs me a bit, but I get more for my money. And so that's what I've done, and it seems to be working pretty good. The other thing is, when I talk about complementing vitamins to minerals and everything else, like natural foods just complement each other. That's the way you should be getting it. But turmeric, if you buy it in a supplement, it's probably going to tell you that it's already been mixed with pepper, because turmeric needs to be absorbed with pepper because you get a lot more out of it. Your body doesn't absorb everything like it should, so you have to complement certain things in order for the absorption to happen, and this is why food is important. When you eat natural food, everything complements. So if you use the spice of turmeric, try to use like a teaspoon on an entire plate of spaghetti, or it doesn't have much flavor to it, so you're getting top benefits, but add the pepper. You need the pepper. That's really important. And the same thing with garlic. I don't know if you've watched any of my little videos of me cooking healthy food, but garlic, it also needs to be cut up. And the reason it works good is because the allicin, if I'm pronouncing that right, I've heard people pronounce it differently, but once it's mixed with oxygen, the benefits of the garlic start to work. So you need to cut it up about 10 minutes before you're going to eat it. And if you don't want to smell all day, like I said, cook it for a very short time, but not very long, and you won't have that problem. If you eat garlic raw, people at work, your friends, anybody you hang out with, are going to complain. I can guarantee it. I've done it. Every time I get a cold or I get a flu or anything like that, I start pounding down the garlic. Try it. Unless you have heartburn, don't eat raw garlic, but I'll eat raw garlic. And that stuff will kick butt on a cold or flu. It's got like a lot of it boosts your immune system. Antibiotics? I'm not thinking of that right. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. It helps fight bacteria and viruses, because just like people, I don't think they like the smell either. So they leave. Your flu, your cold, it says, oh, this stinks, I'm out of here. Anyway, I really should go. I'm just blabbing away here. I don't know if anybody wants to listen to, what are we at, a half an hour, 40 minutes? I can't see the camera. Sun is shining in on my video. 45 minutes, Jesus. Sorry, guys. Probably had better things to do today. All right, I'm gonna let you go, and think positive. Get out there and walk, even if it's a slow walk. I'll tell you, when I walk, sometimes I don't even want to go leave the house, so I walk from one end of my house to the other end, and coffee's kicking in, I think. And it's 56 feet, so 56 feet down to the other end of the house, and then back and forth for half an hour. And I don't go fast, I just move. And it circulates the blood. It gets the heart going a little tiny bit, and then bump it up a little as you go. Just start off slow, unless you're already walking and hiking and stuff. Then that's great. You know your limit. Watch your heart rate. Certain ages have different heart rates. Mine's supposed to be 170 maximum. I don't do 170. I don't want my heart to beat 170. I'm not running, I'm not jogging, and I'm not in the kind of shape to run, that's for sure. But I love walking, and I go up a hill and my heart rate goes up. I come down the hill, my heart rate goes down. It's the perfect exercise. Anybody can do it. So exercise, look for the vitamins that you need. Don't take them all just because somebody said so. Do a little research, talk to your doctor, see if you're low on anything. I don't know if it costs more money to get tested for your different vitamins, like iron. Well, I don't know. Iron they test for. I don't know how they test for like vitamin D and all that, but it'd be worth finding out. One thing I know you can't hurt yourself with is the magnesium. I know you can't hurt yourself with the taurine unless you take high doses for months and months at an end, and then you want to take a break because that's too much over a long period of time. Read up on it, but it's pretty harmless. And turmeric, of course, you know, you don't want to like overdose on turmeric. It is a blood thinner. But the magnesium, you can't hurt yourself. The taurine, you can't hurt yourself. And vitamin D, pretty hard to hurt yourself. You could take 5,000 milligrams a day and you'd be all right. Magnesium, if you overdosed on magnesium and you took too much, you just find yourself in the bathroom and your body would flush it out. The other end. So that you'll know that you need to cut back on your magnesium. Or if you need that, maybe you need that. It's a nice, safe way of fixing that constipation problem. Well, I'm going to leave it on that disgusting thought. And everybody, enjoy your day. Thanks for listening. I'll see what I can do about making better videos. I'll find some place where I can sit indoors, because right now we're coming up on October and we'll be getting snow pretty soon. So I'll have to be taking this into the house. All right. Talk to you later.